The answer was correct. Poet's Corner. Now comes the math. The strategy? Ron had $11,200. Libby had $15,200. He needed to cover her. He needed to bet big. What did you wager, Ron? Ken asks. The numbers flip on the screen. $4001, a precise bet. A calculated bet. The math adds up instantly. $11,200 plus $4,001 takes you to $15,201, Ken announces. He pauses for effect. The slightest of leads. A $1 lead over our champion, Libby Jones. The audience murmurs one single dollar. Ron has done everything he can. He has put up a score of $15,201. Now, Libby's fate is in her own hands. She has $15,200. She is trailing by $1. If she gets this right, she wins. It's that simple. She just needs to have the correct answer and a wager of at least $1. Ken turns to the champion. Did she come up with Poet's Corner? The camera moves to Libby. She looks nervous. Her screen slides open. The handwriting is shaky. She wrote ... just the word poet. Ken's voice drops. And I'm afraid that's not the name of the alcove, Libby. It's Poet's Corner, or the Poet's Corner. Just poet isn't enough. Libby closes her eyes. She knows it's over. She missed the specific name. But the wager still matters. Maybe she bet zero? If she bet zero, she would finish with $15,200. She would lose to Ron by exactly $1. But did she bet zero? You wagered, Ken says, looking at the screen, $7,201. She bet big. She bet to win. But without the right answer, the bet works against her. $15,200 minus $7,201. That'll drop you down to second place, Ken says, with $7,999. Libby nods graciously. She accepts the defeat. You had a great 2-day run, Ken tells her. She was a strong champion. But today, the clues didn't fall her way. Ron Lalonde stands quietly in the middle. He hasn't celebrated yet. He's just realizing what happened. He won, by getting the answer right, and by betting exactly enough. But Ron Lalonde is now the second Lalonde to be a Jeopardy champion, Ken reveals, a piece of trivia within the trivia. Congratulations, Ken says, shaking his hand. The Lalonde twins are 2 for 2. Ron smiles now, a big genuine smile. He has matched his twin. He has taken the title. We'll see you tomorrow on Jeopardy, Ken says to the camera. The music swells. The credits roll. Ron is the new champion. Libby steps down. And it all came down to a corner in a cathedral. And a wager of $4,001. The studio is quiet. The lights are dimmed low. The iconic blue board glows in the center of the stage. It has been a hard-fought battle today, a very close game. Ken Jennings stands at the host's lectern. He looks serious. He knows what is at stake. The difference between winning and losing is razor thin. In a close game, Ken announces, setting the stage. Final Jeopardy will deal with monuments and/or memorials. The category appears on the screen. It is broad. It could be anything: Washington, D.C., ancient Rome, a roadside plaque. The contestants take a deep breath. They have to wager now. Libby Jones, the champion, stands on the end. She has $15,200. She has played a strong game. She is in the lead. Ron Lalonde is in the middle. He has $11,200. He is within striking distance. If he gets it right and Libby misses, he wins. Or if he bets big and gets it right, he puts all the pressure on her. The wagers are locked in. The screens go blank. Let's take a look at the clue, Ken says. The text appears white against the deep blue background. In New York City's Cathedral of St. John the Divine ... A specific location. The contestants' minds race to New York. ... An alcove with memorials to Hart Crane, Sylvia Plath. Literary figures, poets ... and 54 others is the American this. The clue is asking for a specific name, the American this. 30 seconds, you two. Good luck, the music starts. The famous ticking melody. Ron grips his pen. He is thinking hard. St. John the Divine. A massive cathedral. Writers, poets. There is a famous place in London for poets. Westminster Abbey? Is there an American version? Libby looks focused. She writes something down quickly. Then she pauses. She looks at her answer. Is it enough? The clue asked for the American this. It implies a specific title. Hart Crane, Sylvia Plath, Troubled Poets. Great poets. The seconds tick away. The lights on the podiums count down. Ron finishes writing. He looks up, his face unreadable. Libby caps her pen. She seems unsure. The music hits its final high note. The lights flare up, pens down. The game is over. Now we just have to see the results. We'll come to Ron Lalonde first, Ken says. He had $11,200 going into this round. A solid score. A winning score on many days. What did you come up with, Ron? The camera zooms in on his screen. The handwriting is revealed. You wrote down Poets' Corner. Ron nods. It makes sense. It fits the London parallel. And that's right, Ken confirms. Just like the more famous one in Westminster Abbey. There's a Poets' Corner in New York as well. Ron breathes a sigh of relief. He got the answer. But did he bet enough? The excitement in the studio is palpable. Ron is shaking his head in disbelief. He came in second place but left as the champion, all because of a single dollar. Don't want to miss a moment of Jeopardy? Ken asks the camera. He points down, breaking the fourth wall. Hit the subscribe button below. And don't forget to follow us on our socials. For Ron, the journey is just beginning. He has a title to defend. He has a family legacy to uphold. And tomorrow, 3 new challengers will step up. The board will be cleared. The scores will reset to 0. But for tonight, the victory belongs to Ron and the American Poets' Corner.